Good afternoon. I just want to make this video to show people what to do with the back glass or the back box when you're transporting a machine. The manufacturers recommend that this back box is folded down. You'll see that it's on hinges. Most of the modern stuff is on hinges. If it's an old EM, it'll just unscrew completely and you can transport it as two loose pieces. So I'm having a bit of trouble getting this glass out, but what happens is this glass will lift up and come out. And if you have the back box folded down, the back glass is actually lying downhill. So driving along, the vibrations will cause it to move forward and then fall out. And if it falls out, it will most probably break. And the back, this translight, so you'll see that this thing can blow away. You can lose this. I've had that happen to a client of mine who had a Twilight Zone, and I had to print the Twilight Zone translight for him on the back of a glass. It looks nice, but it's a pain. Then this will lift out. That'll lift out. And then you have two bolts over here. Your machine might look a bit different, but normally there's two bolts. Sometimes it's a nice fat wing nut, and sometimes it's not. I'm guessing these are 14s. What do you know, they're 14s. So get yourself a number 14 and a number 16 spanner. The same spanner can be used to tighten and loosen the leg bolts. Don't overdo the leg bolts. If you strip them, it's a pain in the ass to fix. That one's a bit bigger by the look of things. So for the stubbornness, we have a boxwork vernier. Alright, so now we have the back box bolts undone. Now I want to flip this thing down. I'm going to put this back in. Be careful, that's loose. So hold this plastic bezel with your thumbs and carefully manipulate it so that it fits in the groove. Sometimes there's a little wire stuck in the bottom and it won't go all the way down. Now the glass can go back in. Just give it a adjustable spanner. So there's the back glass. And you can see when this thing is moved up, it will fall out. This one's stubborn, but most of them come out quite easily. So before I flop this thing down, I'm going to make sure that it doesn't move. So to stop it from going anywhere, look, normally you have a lock that you can lock this thing, but most of those locks are long gone. You just put a strip of masking tape in there and get this off the machine as soon as it reaches its destination, because it will leave a mark of it. Will pull some of the paint off here if you're not careful. Alright, now it's not going anywhere. And everything will stay where it's supposed to be. Put your bolts in a plastic bag. And then there's a catch at the back. And that catch is just for emergencies. Don't just lock the catch and play with the machine. If you shake the thing properly the way it should be played, then the catch might come loose. So always have those back box bolts in. Now you can drop it down. And to protect it while it's running, if this is going to vibrate, might leave marks on your back box. I just use cardboard strips like this, folded 3 or 4 times. Give it a little bit of a cushion right there. And then I normally use a luggage strap. It looks like a ratchet strap, but it's just got a buckle, just to make sure that this stays onto this. Once you've got a luggage strap all around the box, holding the back box in, you can take the back legs off, drop the whole machine to make it stand on its head, put a Coke trolley underneath, and move it quite easily. I would also suggest, if you're going to tilt it all the way up, take the balls out first, because they might go crashing all the way that way and break something. So take the balls out, drop the back box down, drop it onto its head on that side. Mine is standing on a trolley. But if I put a trestle underneath that side, I can take the back legs off. And if it's standing behind a bucky, then one guy on this side and another guy on that side can grab it and shove it all the way into the back of the bucky, letting the front legs dangle off. And then once the front legs are dangling off the back, you can take them off and then shove the whole thing all the way into the back of the bucky and strap it down. That's how I suggest you move your machines. Thank you for watching.